Say what?
Centimeter instead of centimeter.
What the heck?
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous.
It's like a thing. I don't know why.
Faraz, thanks so much, man.
No problem, man.
Can you tell anyone who's watching what you're currently doing?
So I'm in my 4th year of med school right now. I'm just going through rotations. Next year I'll be trying to match into residency and eventually become a doctor.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Feels good. It feels like a long time coming.
Yeah. I mean, you've been in school for how long now?
6 years.
Yeah.
Till 5th grade, then 3 years, and 4 more years,
wow,
and 4 more years.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, when they hear that you're a doctor or you're in med school, they immediately think, man, this guy, you know, it's almost as if we put you on a different level, right? And duly noted, you guys work hard to get to where you are. But you know, let's talk about the reality of med school. Tell me, first of all, how many hours are you really studying a day?
Not including weekends, probably like 4 hours of work a day, I'd say.
That's it?
Yeah, on a normal day. But then closer to exam time, it gets closer to like, you know, the last 2-3 weeks before an exam, we'll put in like 14 hours a day, 12 to 14 hours a day.
And that's just straight books, right? That's just
straight
knowledge,
books and
memorizing.
questions, yeah.
That sounds like a lot of stuff.
It's definitely a ton of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing about med school you feel like people don't really know about getting into?
When you have to put in the hours on a consistent basis, like every day like that, and then turn it up for the 14-hour days, and then get right back into it the next week with the 4-hour days, it's like, it doesn't sound like much, but it's a lot. And when I say 4 hours, I mean like 4 solid hours. It's not like 4 hours of like Facebook chat and studying. It's like 7 hours of Facebook chat and studying, but 4 hours of like solid studying.
I recently saw a Honey post. I think I shared it with you.
Yeah.
That one guy, he was talking about how brutal it was. He thought he would meet a lot of compassionate people.
Yeah.
But the truth is, medicine, you have to get your stuff done no matter what it takes. I think he mentioned 2 people who he knew who committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
I think one was in residency and one was, I don't remember the exact details, but can you share a little bit about the realities of the mental tax med school takes on you?
So yeah, I read that post you shared it with me, as you said, and it was hard to read, and there's a lot of truth to it. I mean, I'm not a resident yet, obviously, so I'm working hard, but not like that. It's a different scale of like hard. Yeah. Even being 3rd year and 4th year in rotations, you still feel like it's your responsibility. Otherwise, you're not going to learn. So you have to kind of emulate that. But thank God I haven't seen anyone or known anyone who's committed suicide in my school. But a lot of people I've seen, you know, break down into tears and stuff like that, and have little breakdowns. Have to take like a month or 2 off just because you know it's taxing. It really is. And I'm not surprised that at least people commit suicide. It's just it's tough. Adding someone else, you're responsible for someone else. It's like, and someone else's life, not someone else's like livelihood or wealth, but someone else's life. So it's like that, I guess.
Faraz, I know you don't want to talk about this, but you're a good-looking guy. And I know you're not
about that.
No, we could do. Yeah, right. But like, how do you? I know you're not gonna even talk. But come on, like girls, as soon as they know you're it's like, okay, you know, he's gonna be a doctor. I'm sure. Have you found any differential treatment from women? I'm not asking about your dating life, but just what's it like for you?
What's it like? You know, maybe for another video.
All right, fair enough. I'll get you eventually. Your job profession is one where a mistake can kill someone.
Yeah.
I'm sure med school really prepares you for that. But for the rest of your life, I can't even imagine the kind of mindset you need to be able to do that daily for years, decades. You know, do you feel ready for that?
I think it doesn't matter how ready you feel. I think you'll never know how it feels until you are in the situation, and there's really no preparing for it.
Yeah.
And you kind of just have to be at peace with that because, you know, it's just one of those things.
If you were able to make a suggestion, let's say for med school, for it to be a better place for students, what would you suggest?
For it to be a better place for students?
Yeah. Or
Meaning,
just
like,
the whole process of med school. How would you like to improve it if you could?
You know what? I really feel like I made it sound easier than it is.
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Can I just like you asked about the first 2 years, but it's harder in the third year.
Tell me about the third year.
Third year is just it's rotations.
Yeah.
So you're not in school anymore.
Yeah.
You're like not doing what you've been doing for what is it, 20 years, whatever it's been.
Right.
You're not doing what you've been doing. You're actually on the floors. You're like managing patients.
Yeah.
And you're working insane hours, and you do have to study still because you do still have exams.
Yeah.
So like on surgery, for example, we would go in at like 4:30. We'd get into the hospital at 4:30 a.m. Obviously.
Which is insane.
It's insane. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
We get in there. We go check on all of our patients before the the residents and the attendings get there, and then we like check on them again, and then we have to present on them in front of the attendings, which is really stressful in itself.
Yeah.
Because you can
Say something completely wrong.
Yeah, you can say something completely wrong. You don't you haven't researched enough. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's easy to get tripped up. There's like 20 people in a circle watching you. We do procedures, and then we check on the patients again, and by the time we leave, it's like almost 7 p.m. pretty often. So, you end up getting 4.5 hours, not
So
even.
you do this
4.
for 2 years straight.
Yeah, but the first year, third year is the tough one.
Right.
So it's very stressful. I mean, that's where the hardest part of med school is.
Are there kids who have failed out or failed a semester or a year in your school?
Yeah, there are a bunch of kids who have failed.
Like how many?
I don't know what I was expecting, I guess.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I saw that. I think it was like 10 people.
10 people?
Yeah, something like that. Eight.
Wait, they failed out?
They failed enough so that they had to repeat a year.
Okay.
So they get a second chance.
I see.
But I think at least one of them just left outright. One or two of them left outright, just due to the pressure.
I want to thank you, man, for sharing about med school.
No, definitely.
All right. So I need you to sit there. I'm gonna capture some shots of you where